So in this video, I'm just going to be talking about how stressful business is, right? I don't know what your experience is with business, right? But literally the past few months of mine, right, it's just been so stressful, right? I've opened up a new business model, which if you follow the channel for some time, you might have known about it, but it's literally AI models, right? AI OnlyFans models, right? It's quite a new thing. There's not many people doing it. Therefore, there's not much information about it to actually like help you and kind of take away the stress, I guess you could see it, right? And that's where I kind of got the idea from this video from, is how stressful business is no matter what, right? It doesn't matter what business you're in, it's going to be stressful, right? Because you got to think, like, when you're creating your own business, you've got to pave the own path of the business, right? You can't just go follow someone else, copy someone else, like, word for word and stuff. Like, say you go to university, college, apprenticeship, whatever it is, right? The path's already paved out for you. You already know what you have to do, and the steps are already there. You've got someone to follow and like an actual system to follow, right? While businesses don't really have systems to follow, you've kind of just got to paint your own path and see what works and what doesn't. And that's like the most stressful thing. Like, there's nothing more stressful than stuff like that, honestly. Like, it keeps me up at night because of this stress of like just thinking, oh, is this going to work? Is this traffic source going to work? Can I make this much money, this much whatever? Is this going to help improve my business, right? It's just stuff like that. Like, it's so stressful. And if you're in the AI models, you probably relate, right? Because AI models literally, the more or less a brand new thing. There's not much resources on them. There's not much you can really do to like help your own business. Like, of course you can get mentorship, which is what I'm going to get onto soon. But like, other than that, like, you've kind of just got to like survival of the fittest. It's whoever evolves the most, and you've got to be faster than everyone else. And literally just, it's so stressful, I can't comprehend it. Like, the main thing, what I've been stressing with the most is literally just marketing. Like, marketing is so hard. Like, you gotta think marketing is like the key aspect of the business. If you can't market, then you're gonna reach no audience, and like, you're done for, really, aren't you? So like, when I've been marketing on Instagram, right, I've had 1,000 followers in a few months, whatever, right? But I know for a fine fact that that can be improved, but I just don't know how to do it. Like, and the only way you can actually find out how to do it is just trial and error. Maybe it's like just switching up your picture style. Maybe it's posting regularly or less regularly, like just stuff like that. But it's literally just trial and error, and there's no one else coming to save you and to help you try it, because like, all you got to do is trial and error and figure out for yourself. And it's the most stressful thing, because like, imagine I've tried out a new strategy to get more followers, and in fact it's done worse, and that might be a month wasted of business day, and see the next month it works out. Like, it's just trial and error. But like, the stress what you have right now, you know for a fine fact, if you keep at it and you're consistent, it will pay off. That's the main thing I've learned. Like, I've said this before, but the amount of models who I've connected with, like owners of models, and they've just gave up. It's a dead account. It's like, oh, I'm not getting followers, I'm not getting likes, I'm not getting subscribers. Like, you've been doing it for 2 weeks to a month. Of course you're not going to have loads of like stuff what you want. You're not going to make £1,000 like that. It's so difficult to actually make £1,000. People don't realise, and once you've made 1,000, it gets easier, right? Once you meet 1,000, it gets easy to make 10,000, 100,000, whatever, so on and so forth, right? You'll have heard people say it before, and it's because it's true. Once you made your first 1,000, you can use that money, because you got to think it's in business. You can use that to then expand your business. You can buy new things. Maybe you want to buy a promotion, a shout out, something like that, right? But people just straight up expect to have thousands literally into the bank account like that, and it's not the case, right? And the thing is, right, they'll stress a huge amount, and that's what makes them quit, right? They're stressing, oh, I'm not making $1,000, it's clearly not working, and they've just got massive waves of doubt. That's one thing what you've got to keep in mind, is just don't have doubt. That's what I've not struggled with. I've dealt with it the best, right? Is just not having doubt. Of course, like, you got to think everyone has moments of doubt. Like, I've had moments of doubt. I'm like, oh, my Instagram's only got 3 followers today, it's not doing too well and shit like that. But there's other days where I'm like, holy shit, I've had 20 followers today and it's doing great. I've made a new subscriber. I've made 100 quid there, 100 quid there. Like, it's just, you know, like, you're gonna have ups and downs, and it's like stress. Like, your stress is all to do with it. If you're stressed out, your brain's constantly thinking of what can you improve this, how can you improve that. It's a good thing for you, but like, if you just have no patience and your stress level's shit, you're just going to give up. So that's one thing what you've got to like keep in mind. So like, another thing I wanted to talk about is mentorship, and just, you know, people helping you along the way. And I believe it's the best investment you can ever make into a business, right? So I don't know if you've watched this, right, but I've made £1,000, just over £1,000 through business, right? And the main thing I've spent that on is literally just mentorship, because honestly, mentorship, the amount of information you get, it's, I don't know how to explain it. It's worth infinite money, right? No amount of money can help like pay up for it, right? Like, for instance, I paid, like, so I'm in a community now, right? And I paid like pretty cheap for it compared to the information what I've got from it, and that information is going to help me generate even more money, right? It doesn't matter what mentorship it is, what part of business it is, all you need to do is just get a mentor what can help you throughout business, right? Like my mentors helped me drive traffic through Instagram, like marketing and stuff like that, helped us get a better quality model, just stuff along the lines of that, even like stuff in depth in fan view, right? It's crazy the amount of knowledge what I've got for so little price, right? And no amount of money could have actually helped me pay that, because the amount of knowledge what I got could help me make 10,000, 100,000, right? And if I keep at this mentorship, it's going to keep on, it's just going to compound. So, you know, that's kind of my strategy, is literally just follow mentorship. And I believe everyone should. It doesn't matter how much money you've made in business, right? Your first bit of money in business should always be reinvested. I've always stuck by it. Everyone else has probably always stuck by it, right? But see, you make $500, at least 300 of them dollars should be reinvested in the business, right? Like out of the like $1,200 what I've made, something along the lines of that, I'd see about 1,000 of it's been reinvested in several things, right? So I've invested about probably 200 to 300 in mentorships, different courses, communities, shit like that. Then just like a few hundred improving me model plus promos, like advertising stuff like that, right? Because that's the things what's going to help me bring in more money. Like you got to think, a better quality model means that there's more traffic, there's more people who's going to buy into it and stuff like that. Mentorship, knowledge is literally key. No matter what business you're in, no matter what subject it is, knowledge is key. The more knowledge you can have on something, the more valuable you actually are, and the more money you can make from that, right? That's my plan behind it, right? And obviously promotion, the more audience, the more subscribers, it makes sense. That's how I think, right? They're the three things what I've been spending money on, right? And the rest of it's just going into cryptocurrency, if I'm going to be honest with you. Like that's another thing what I need to like figure out is, like, another thing I'm stressing about is, what shall I invest in? Shall I just be saving money and buying like real asset, gold, silver, or shall I just be buying cryptocurrency? Shall I buy long-term things, short-term things? Shall I save up and buy some property to make more money? Shall I just save up and invest in the business, buy more traffic, stuff like that? Like this is the stuff what really stresses me out, and like I don't know how to deal with it. Like I don't mind the stress, because when you're stressing, that's when your brain's the most active. That's when you can learn the most, I guess you could say. But like, honestly, you're like, in times like this, you literally are in the trenches, right? When you first start a business, you're in the trenches. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know where the path's leading. You know nothing, right? It's amazing. Like in a few years' time, I'll probably look back on this and be like, holy shit, that was like a great time of my life. Like making $1,000 online, that's crazy in my opinion. Of course, there's people who've made billions, millions, literally like loads, and I'm happy over $1,000, but for like personal goal, that is fucking crazy for me. And now I look back at all this stress what's accumulated and all this stuff right now, like holy shit, it worked out. Like the stress all paid off, the thinking, the trial and error. Like, it's just great to think about, but like for now, I'm in the trenches. I've got to stress. I've got to stress over literally everything, no matter what it is, whether it's traffic, the quality of my model, promotions, invest in cryptocurrency, portfolio, stuff along the lines of that. You've always got to be stressing, right? Because that's when your brain's most active. That's when you're most efficient and you can actually learn the most, okay? But I believe that's all of this video. Like, of course, I'm no professional, but I'd say invest in mentorship if you can. Like, that's the number one thing what I'd say is the best thing to invest in. It's literally just mentorship or a course, because like the amount of knowledge you usually get, if you pick the correct course, the amount of knowledge you get is unbelievable. It's worth any amount of money in the world, because it can help you create more, right? And that's what I'm so thankful about, right? The community what I'm in, it's so cheap at the amount of knowledge I've got. I'd love to see a big thank you to the people. Like it's great what they've done. But I believe that's all for this video. If you have any questions, literally just Instagram messages, Ryanndaviiess, I'll put it in the description. See ya.